Stay tuned for Pause for Thought, the podcast hosted each week by cats and dogs with a message. And now here's your friendly host, Miss Anna Belle.
Welcome to Pause for Thought. Today, our guest is Nellie, who is here to talk about something kids, and maybe even adults, wonder about. What's the difference between a donkey and a mule? Nellie, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Anna Belle. This is such a fun topic.
So, let's dive in. What makes a donkey and a mule different?
Great question. A donkey is its own animal, like a horse, and has been around for thousands of years, mostly helping people carry heavy loads or plow fields. A mule, on the other hand, is a mix between a donkey and a horse.
A mix? How does that happen?
Well, when a male donkey, called a jack, mates with a female horse, called a mare, they can have a baby together, and that baby is called a mule.
So, a mule is like a combination of its parents?
Exactly. Mules get the strength and size of a horse, but the toughness and patience of a donkey. That's why people love using them for work. They're very smart and strong.
What about the other way around? Can a male horse and a female donkey have a baby?
They can, and that baby is called a hinny. But hinnies are much rarer because it's harder for a female donkey to carry a foal.
That's fascinating. Well, I'm gonna try and sing you a song before we go to break. I call this one Nellie the Donkey. I hope you find it funny.
Mr. Hamwittle has a little gray donkey who is ticklish on her belly. What other name would she have if not the name of Nellie? As ornery as some donkeys go, Nellie is gentle and very sweet. But if you ever are tickling her belly, she will show you the bottom of her back feet. Nellie has a pretty face and kind soft brown eyes. But if you were riding on her back, she has another surprise. Uncle Bob climbed aboard one day to have his picture made. Simultaneously with a flash, Nellie laid him in the shade. Little Nellie put me on the ground faster than I could think. I can't say what she's scared out of me, but something sure does stink. He had prodded her with his heels to get her to go. But while he was still in the air, he knew he'd done a no-no. Uncle Bob said that donkey is like a rodeo horse living in disguise. She tricks you into climbing aboard with the kindness in her eyes. Nellie has a pretty face with kind soft brown eyes. But if you were riding on her back, she has another surprise. Uncle Bob climbed aboard one day to have his picture made. Simultaneously with a flash, Nellie laid him in the shade. Little Nellie put me on the ground faster than I could think. I can't say what she's scared out of me, but something sure does stink. I can't say what she's scared out of me, but something sure does stink.
Hey, you out there, you better listen up. This is Bruiser, and I've never been a cat lover, but I just love watching that sweet little Anna Belle and her guests on Pause for Thought. Seen each week on YouTube. I never miss a single episode, and I'm positive once you watch it, you'll be barking for more. See you there.
We're back, and I hope you didn't get offended, Nellie.
Offended? Are you kidding? That was cute, Anna, and thanks for writing a song about me.
You're very welcome, Nellie. So, are mules able to have babies of their own?
Usually not, Anna Belle. Mules are almost always sterile, which means they can't have babies. That's because donkeys and horses have different numbers of chromosomes. Those are the little building blocks that decide how animals grow. When they mix, it creates a mule that's strong and healthy, but not able to reproduce.
Wow, that's such an interesting mix of biology and nature. So, to sum it up, donkeys are their own animals, and mules are special because they come from a donkey and a horse?
That's exactly right. And both are amazing animals with their own unique traits.
Nellie, this has been so enlightening. Thanks for explaining it in such a fun way.
My pleasure, Anna Belle. I hope kids and grown-ups alike learned something new today.
Absolutely. And thank you to our listeners for joining us on Pause for Thought. Until next time, stay curious.